Hello, YouTube and fans of the Second Amendment. Whether you're new to the channel, if you've already subscribed, or have randomly stumbled on here before, thanks for taking the time to check out this video. I'm not going to make any suggestions as to what make, model, or caliber of firearm I think you should use, or what kind of loadout you should have at the ready for that, SHTF moment. But I will say that no matter what you carry, it should be reliable. And part of the reliability comes from being maintained. As far as maintenance, it's not that difficult. And if you're betting on something to potentially save your life, it's probably worth taking a little bit of time every once in a while to make sure that it is clean and appears to be functioning properly. So here we go. I'm going to use this pistol as my example. This is my Sig Sauer P229 SAS DAK-40, and I would consider this my EDC. Some would also consider it a bedside gun, as it is always loaded. So first thing we're going to do is drop our magazine, retract our slide, take out our round out of the chamber, and then we're going to go ahead and double check the chamber to make sure that it is completely empty. So from here, we'll go ahead and put that on another table, not only to satisfy the YouTube gods, but I think it's good practice to not have ammunition on a table with a firearm that you're working on. So we'll go ahead and get back to this. I'm not going to get into round counts or what I think should be done after certain round counts, as every firearm is different. I will say that I have changed the mainspring on this one a couple of times, not due to any failures or anything, but just preventative maintenance. And it has run absolutely flawlessly since I first acquired it. So I think it's a good idea to either look up or contact the manufacturer to find out what the recommended maintenance schedule is for your specific firearm, and just follow that schedule to ensure the reliability. So from here, we can go ahead and rotate our takedown latch 90 degrees, go ahead and release our slide, and then we can remove our spring and guide rod. Put that off to the side. Go ahead and remove our barrel. We'll put our slide off to the side, put our frame off to the side, and go ahead and inspect our barrel for any obstructions. And it's got a little bit of gunk in there, so we'll go ahead and clean that up a little bit. So if you haven't cleaned your firearm since the last time you fired it, this is obviously the perfect opportunity to go ahead and do that. This one has been cleaned since the last time it was shot, so this is just going to be kind of a touch-up maintenance gig. So from here, we'll go ahead and take our 40 caliber Jag. We'll take our cleaning patch and our rim oil, and just going to hit that a little bit. And we're just going to go ahead and put it through the barrel one time. And that should clean it up pretty well. Looks pretty good. And I'll put that off to the side. We'll go ahead and start working on our slide. Go ahead and take a large patch. And you can use a wet patch or a dry patch. There are some contact points on the slide, at least for 6 Hour, that do require some type of lubrication. And when you put it together, you want to make sure that that you actually get those spots. But since I've got this big patch, I'm just going to go ahead and wipe out the whole inside of the slide. I'm going to get the breech face and get under the extractor with my fingernail a little bit. And then even from here, I'm going to use plastic tools to get inside the rail on both sides, just to clean out any gunk that might be in there, and also put a little bit of lubrication in there. So that looks pretty good from here. Then we can go ahead and you can actually look at the wear marks on the barrel and see what points are making contact, and those definitely need to have some kind of lubrication. But since I've got this big patch here that's already got some oil on it, I'm gonna go ahead and just hit it again real quick. And I'm just gonna wipe down this whole thing. Make sure we don't get any fuzz in there. And we should be good to go. So we'll go ahead and drop that into our slide. And we'll take our guide rod and spring. You can disassemble these too if you like, but it's not necessary. From here, I'm just going to go ahead and kind of spin it around this patch just to get some oil all over it. And then we're going to go ahead and insert this into our slide. And when you do so, you want to look at the end of the spring here, and you want to either insert that at the 12 o'clock position or the 6 o'clock position. And apparently, that is to help alleviate pressure from side to side, potentially cause alignment accuracy issues. I'm not sure if that really makes that much of a difference, but I was taught that when I did the 6-hour armorer's course way back in the day, and I've always followed the rule and haven't had any issues, so I'm just going to keep on doing it. So we got that nice and in there, we're good. Still got our patch with a little bit of oil on it, and then from here we're going to go ahead and hit the inside of our frame. Make sure that you get the locking insert, and if you fire this enough, you'll see a carbon buildup right on that insert right there. So we want to make sure that we don't have anything there, which this is actually really clean still. So just wipe it off a little bit more. And then we're going to go ahead and get the rails. Top of the frame there. And we are good to go. So from here, go ahead and align your rails, and then you're going to pull your slide back and then rotate slide catch, and then just drop your slide forward. From here, we can go ahead and do a function check, test the trigger, then test the trigger if you were to actually fire it. And don't be alarmed that the hammer is in the down position. This pistol actually has the DAK trigger system in it, so it's not like a traditional double action, single action firearm. So this is functioning properly so far. From here, you can go ahead and release your trigger. You should hear one audible click, and then pull back, fires, do it again, start to release the trigger, and then release the trigger all the way. Hear the second audible click. Go ahead and try the trigger again. So that completely functions. From here, we can take a empty magazine and insert it, and then check to make sure that the slide lock works, which it does. And then if your firearm is equipped with, say, a decocker, this would be the opportunity to go ahead and test it to make sure that that works as well. This one, like I said, does not. So from here, we are good. We can go ahead and take our magazine and our round, and we can go ahead and insert it, and you know what to do. Go ahead and insert it, drop the slide, drop the magazine, take our extra round, put it back into the magazine, and then reinsert it. We'll go ahead and wipe it down, and then put it in a holster. That way it's ready to go when I am. And I am 100% confident in this firearm that if I needed it, it's going to function properly. So I think that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful or at least somewhat entertaining. I know gun maintenance and cleaning isn't the most exciting or interesting part of firearm ownership, but it is important, especially when it comes to a carry gun. So as always, feel free to leave a comment below, all that other stuff. With that, thanks again. Don't forget, your Second Amendment rights are always under attack. Every gun law is 100% unconstitutional, and we will catch you on the next one.